So this is a 2005 Ford Transit, 2 litre front wheel drive. It's a bit of a project, it's not finished yet, little bits of crap everywhere, so excuse the mess. We sorted the brakes out and it kept saying rear right ABS sensor, no circuit. So we started testing little bits and bobs, flung a new sensor on it, done that first without really looking at it, just flung a new sensor on, wasn't that. Was convinced I'd nipped the wiring above the tank or something, because this has been fully stripped, painted underneath, put back up. Thought must have nipped the wiring between the tank and the body. Pulled all that apart, nothing wrong with it. Possibly 20-year-old connectors where the harness joins. Can't force me going through the bloody gaps. There. 20-year-old connectors. Could possibly be them. So we pulled the wheel speed sensor wires out of the connectors just to get a good test on them. I mean, we could have just back probed them at the pump. I couldn't be bothered to go and get my probes out the van, so I just yanked the wires, stuck a multimeter on. It's not them. So I'll show you what we came up with. So we've got a wiring diagram for it, for the ABS pump. The ABS pump's just loose, it's just plugged in down there. All the brake lines are there. We disconnected it, shoved it there just for access, just so we can get to see what we're doing a bit better. So that's a back probe, which you connect to your multimeter. We've got one side on an earth point, just there. It's a little bit rusty, but it is a good earth. It has got a good connection. And if we get the camera in. Now this has took me about 5 attempts to do, because I can't look at the wire and my phone screen at the same time. You get the tip against the wire and follow the wire down and try and get it in between the insulation, not pierce the insulation, and just push it down till it rests on the pin. So we're going down the side of the insulation, and now we're picking up the voltage on the multimeter, just under 5 volts. So that we're pinning the power and the other clamp on the ground, we're reading 5 volts, which means the circuit is sending power. So if we switch this to ohms, we've got an open circuit, which will be correct at the minute. But if we try and find the earth, which you got back probe in the same fashion, I'm just going to quickly connect it on the end of the harness just to show you. We've still got an open circuit. Now on the Transit ABS pumps, depending on which model it came off, which you can't always find out by the number, these first 3 pins, these first 3, 1, 2 and 3, are for the rear right ABS sensor. Depending on which model it's for, front wheel drive, TDI, TDCI, rear wheel drive, these 3 pins won't be the same. So for this particular van, that's the live, that's your power feed to the ABS sensor, goes all the way at the back of the van, does its thing with the ABS sensor, and the signal comes back on this one, pin number 3. And pin number 3 will not earth at all, which means there's an internal fault with the pump. So we've changed the pump, only to a second-hand unit, it's not a new one. We can get these sent off and rebuilt. I think that works out about £160. There's various different faults on these. A more common one is just a complete lack of communications. You just have a solid ABS light on when you try and read the pump, or the ABS module I should say, not the actual pump. When you try and read the ABS module with the diagnostics, you'll just get no comms at all. That's more common than just a single wheel speed failure. So we've got a second-hand pump on. As I say, you should back probe these as I showed you earlier, but because I'm replacing the connectors anyway, I've got bare wires, so I'm just going to use bare wires. So if we just grab the earth like that, you can see I've got an earth. It's 58 ohms. It's a little bit high, probably down to that. I should move that really to something a bit cleaner, but that's proof it works. That's good enough for me. And then if we change to voltage and just check this one, 4.8 volts. So we'll get that installed, get the connectors changed, and then get all the wiring put back. And that's 4 hours of my life I will get back, because I was too lazy to go and get a proper test kit out the van, and just plodded on with my initial thought that I must have chopped the wire.